Hi mga kawawmat, in this video, we will discuss rewriting standard form of a line to slope-intercept form and vice versa. So our objective, we will rewrite ax plus by equals c, which is your standard form, in the form of y equals mx plus b, which is your slope-intercept form, and vice versa. So, in writing linear equation in two variables, so again, remember that the linear equation can be written in the form of a standard form or general form. Ano nga ba yung standard form or the general form na tinatawag natin? So, that is ax plus by equals c. So, as you can see, yung ating dalawang variables is on the left side of our equation. Okay? While yung constant, yung walang kasamang variable, is on the right side. So, ulitin ko. If this is your equal sign, ang standard form natin, yung dalawang variables mo nasa left side dapat siya ng equation. While yung constant, yung walang kasamang variable, siya yung nasa right side. Nag-iisa lang dapat siya doon. So, lahat ng may variables nasa left, lahat ng walang variable nasa right dapat. So, this is how we write the standard form or the general form. Okay? Now, if we have ax plus by equals c, which is your standard form, if we will be getting the value of y in terms of x, so paano naman kapag y lang ang nasa left side natin? So, ito, para ma-eliminate natin to, since positive siya, we need to add negative 8x. So, this is what we call the addition property of equality or the APE. So, para ma-cancel natin to, ayan. So, ang may iwan na lang is the by equals negative ax, ito yon, plus c. Okay? So, we will divide this into, we will divide both sides by b. So, we will have negative a over b and then c over b. Okay? Now, this is now our slope-intercept form. So, our slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where your m, ito yon. So, this negative a over b represents your m, your slope, and then your c over b represents your y-intercept, which is your b. So, tatandaan na kapag naka-slope-intercept form, madali mong makikita kasi ganito ang ayos niya. Y equals mx plus b. Magkahiwalay po yung y at x natin. Si y natin ay nasa left side ng equation, while yung x natin ay nasa right side of the equation together with your slope, which is your m, and your y-intercept, which is your b. So, again yung katabi nito, yung coefficient ng x mo, that is your slope, which is represented as m. And then, yung constant mo, that is your y-intercept, which is represented by b. Okay? So, kapag naka-slope-intercept form ka, makukuha mo na rin yung slope at yung y-intercept. So, again, kapag standard form, yung dalawang variables mo nasa left side of the equation, yung constant mo nasa right side. Pag slope-intercept form, yung y mo nasa left side, yung x mo together with the constant and your y-intercept is nasa right side. Okay? So, magkahiwalay ngayon ng x at y mo sa slope-intercept form. Okay. So, let's try. So, identify whether the following is written in standard form. So, SF. If it's in slope-intercept form, SIF. Okay? You may answer. Pwede nyo akong sabayan sa pagsagot. So, number 1, what is the answer? So, tingnan nyo lang yung dalawang variable. Yung x at y mo nasa left side of the equation. So, this is standard form. Okay? Yung dalawang variables lang po ang titingnan natin. Pag yung dalawang variables nasa left side of the equation, standard form yon. Pag yung y at x natin nasa magkabilang side ng equation, that is slope-intercept form. Okay. So, this is, yung dalawang variables natin ay nasa left side of the equation. So, this is also standard form. Now, think look at this. So, I have here y equals. So, yung x ko nasa right side of the equation. So, this is slope-intercept form. And number 4. Okay, this is also slope-intercept form. Number 5, this is standard form. Number 6, this is slope-intercept form. Number 7, so yung dalawang variables natin nasa left side ulit, this is standard form. Okay, number 8 is also a standard form. Number 9, very good. This is slope-intercept form kasi y equals mx plus b. And then number 10, this is also slope-intercept form. So I hope you get 10. Congratulations. Okay, let's proceed on how to rewrite the given standard form into slope-intercept form. So let's have first yung mga naka-standard form, isusulat natin sa slope-intercept form. Okay, so remember that your slope-intercept form must be written into y equals mx plus b. So, yung dalawang variables natin magkahiwalay. Okay, so if this is your equal sign, yung y natin nasa left, yung x nasa right, together with the y-intercept. Okay, so let's start. So I have here 4x minus y equals 6. So as you can see, this is written, ito po ay nakasulat into standard form. Okay, kasi yung dalawang variables natin ay nasa left side ng equation. So ito yung equal sign. Nasa left side siya. So ang goal natin is to make this y equals mx plus b. So ano ang naliligaw dito? This is your y equals b. So dapat nandito si 4x sa right. Okay? So, paano natin siya maaalis dito? So, our goal is dapat mawala siya dito sa left side. Okay? Kasi ang x mo dapat nasa right side of the equation. So, ito po ay gagawin nating dapat mawala siya dito. So, paano siya mawawala? Dapat i-equal natin siya, dapat mag-equal siya sa 0. So, ano ang i-add natin sa 4x para maging 0? Kasi dapat mawala siya dyan. So, we will add, copy your equation, and then mag-a-add tayo ng negative 4x. So, this is APE. We are using APE here, addition property of equality. So, kung ano yung in-add mo sa left side para ma-eliminate natin si 4x, ganun din po ang i-add natin sa right side. Kasi addition property of equality. So, equal dapat. Kung ano in-add mo dyan, ganun din sa right. Okay? So, ngayon, maalis na natin to. Kasi negative 4x plus 4x, this will be equal to 0. So, we will now have negative y equals 6 plus negative 4x. So, rewrite natin siya. We will now have negative y equals negative 4x kasi positive times negative, that is negative, plus 6. Okay? So, inayos na natin siya. Lagi pong y, ito na si y, and then yung may x na variable, ito siya. So, inayos lang natin. And then, ito si y-intercept mo. Okay, now, as much as possible, we cannot have y as negative. So, hindi tayo pwedeng magkaroon dito ng y natin na negative. So, we need to make this positive. Paano po? We have to multiply it by negative 1. Okay, bakit sa negative 1? Kasi 1 na lang, kasi this is 1. So, ang goal lang naman natin dito is make it positive. So, kapag nakita nyo kahit saan pong equation na nakita mo na itong unahan ay negative, kung ang goal mo is to make it positive, dapat ang imumultiply mo sa kanya is negative. Bakit? Kasi negative times negative, positive, magpa-positive siya. Okay? Now, since ang question naman dito ay bakit sa 1? Bakit hindi 4? Kasi pag yan, tinimes mo sa 4, magkakaroon pa tayo ng coefficient dito na more than 1. Eh, ang goal natin, dapat ang coefficient mo lang ay 1. Okay? So, sa 1 lang natin siya i-multiply. Okay. So, I have here, since negative ito, ang goal natin is dapat maging positive siya. So, we have to multiply it by negative. So, kapag nag-multiply tayo by negative, pareho po. Alright. So, again let me repeat that for you to make this positive, you have to multiply this by negative 1. Okay? So, we will have negative times negative, negative 1 times negative y. That is still that is positive y. Okay? So, no need to write 1 here. So, hindi na natin kailangan ilagay yung positive 1y. Okay? Kasi ang 1 ay hindi na natin nilalagay. Automatic na yan kapag meron tayong variable, the coefficient is 1. Okay, and then negative 1 times negative 4, that is positive 4x, that will become 4. And then negative 6 times negative 1 rather, times positive 6, that is negative 6. So we can also identify now your slope and your y-intercept. So again, ano ang slope natin dito? If you were given y equals mx plus b, ang slope natin dito is your m, yung katabi ng ating x na variable. So, ito yun. So, our slope is 4, and then your y-intercept is yung b. So, since minus ito, so ang y-intercept natin ay negative 6. Let's have another. So, I have here 5x plus 10y equals 8. Okay, so again, if we will be rewriting this into slope-intercept form, dapat y lang po ang nasa left side ng equation natin. So, dapat ito nasa right. Okay? So, para ma-eliminate o mawala ito dito, dapat nasa right side siya. Ang gagawin natin, mag-a-add tayo ng negative 5x. So, add tayo ng negative 5x to both sides of the equation. Ulitin ko kung ano in-add mo dito, ganun din po sa kabila. Dahil this is addition property of equality. So, makakancel na natin ito. We will now have 10y equals negative 5x plus 8. So, we are rewriting this now in the form of y equals mx plus b. So, ayan na, y equals mx plus b na siya. Okay? Now, since ang y natin ay may coefficient na 10 na dapat 1 lang ang coefficient niya. So, anong gagawin natin para makancel ito? We will divide both sides by 10. So, pwede ka rin mag-MPE, multiplication property of equality. You can multiply this 10y by 1 over 10. Pwede rin po iyon. So, we will be using a division property of equality. So, para makancel natin ito, mawala ito, divide natin by 10 para maging 1. So, 10 divided by 10, we now have y. Okay? Y na lang kasi this is 1. 10 divided 10 is 1. So, 1 ito. And then next, negative 5x over 10. So, negative 5 divided by 10, that is negative 1 half. Why negative? Kasi magkaiba sila ng sign. Negative, positive ito. And then, 5 divided 5 is 1. 10 divided 5 is 2. And then next, so 8 divide 10, so we can still get the lowest term. So 8 divide 2, that is 4. And then 10 divide 2, that is 5. Bakit siya positive? Kasi same sign sila. Ito, negative kasi different signs. Okay, so what is now your slope? Ang slope natin is your m, yung katabi ni x. So that is negative 1 half. Your y-intercept is 4 over 5. Okay. So, kapag plus ito, your y-intercept is positive. Kapag minus ito, your y-intercept is negative. Let's have another. So, I have 3x minus 6y equals negative 12. So, again, our goal is we have to eliminate this x variable. So, dapat nasa right side siya. So, since positive ito, ang i-add natin ay negative 3x, both sides. So, makakancel na natin siya. Ang may iwan na lang ay negative 6y equals negative 3x minus 12. Okay. Now, since meron na naman tayo rito para mawala ito at maging 1 lang siya. So, ano i-divide mo sa negative 6 para maging positive 1? Of course, negative 6. So, negative 6 divided by negative 6, that is 1. Okay, and then dito tayo, negative 3 divided by negative 6. So, same sign sila dahil pareho silang negative. So, that will become positive. Now, if we will try to get the lowest term of 3 over 6, that is 1 half. And then, do not forget your variable x. And then, negative, negative, so positive ulit yan. So, 12 divided 6, that is 2. Okay, so what is your slope now? Your slope is 1 half. Your y-intercept is 2. another. So, this is a different case, no? You were given a fraction. So, paano gagawin? So, just like this, ito pa rin ang first step natin. So, kailangan malilipat muna natin ito doon sa right side natin using APE or addition property of equality. So, since 2/3 ito ang kailangan nating maalis. So, mag-a-add tayo ng negative 2/3. So, para makancel natin ito. So, kung ano inad mo rito, ganun din sa kabila. Okay. So, nag-add tayo ng negative 2/3. So, mawawala na ito. Cancel na siya. Okay. So, ano na lang naiwan? We now have 3/4 y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 4. Kasi positive siya. Okay. Now, ang problem natin is meron tayong fraction. Okay, nagkaroon tayo ng denominator. So, anong gagawin natin kapag ang given ay may fraction? Okay? So, we will multiply both sides of the equation using the LCD. So, ano ang LCD natin? We have 12. So, bakit 12? Kasi kunin mo yung multiples ni 4. 4, 8, 12. Kunin mo yung multiples ni 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. So, saan sila nag-meet? Okay, yung least common denominator. So, kung saan sila nag-meet, that is your LCD. So, yung LCD natin ngayon is 12. Okay. So, now, anong gagawin natin sa LCD? Divide natin sa denominator and then yung sagot, i-multiply natin sa numerator. Or pwede rin naman, i-multiply mo muna, tsaka mo i-divide. Pero I think mas madali na i-divide muna natin para mas mababa yung number na i-multiply natin sa numerator kaysa mag-multiply tayo na malaki ang number and then tsaka tayo magdi-divide. Okay? So, let's have this one. So, 12 divided by 4, that is 3. Yung sagot, i-times natin sa numerator. So, 3 times 3, that is 9. And then your variable, which is y. So, 9y is equal to, dito naman tayo sa susunod, 12. Divide 3, that is 4. So, 4 times 2, that is 8. But since this is negative, so negative 8x. Copy your variable. Next, dito naman tayo. Since wala siyang denominator, so wala tayong i-divide. We will directly multiply. So, kapag wala tayong denominator, ang gagawin natin, i-multiply na natin kaagad. So, 12 times 4, that is 48. Okay. So, again, meron na naman tayong coefficient na more than 1 dito sa y. So, dapat, diba, 1 lang dapat ito. So, since 9 ito, para maging 1 siya, i-divide natin siya both sides by 9. Okay, so this is division property of equality. So, 9 divided by 9, cancel na yan. We now have our slope is negative over 9. And then your y-intercept now is 48 over 9. But since we can still get the lowest term of 48 over 9, pwede pa natin siyang i-divide by 3. 48 divided by 3 is 16. And then 9 divided by 3, that is 3. Okay? So, again, yung y natin is 1 na. So, y equals negative 8 over 9x plus 48 over 9. Ito, hindi na natin ito mailo-lowest term pa. So, ang slope natin dito is negative 8 over 9 na. Okay? And then, kung kaya pa natin i-lowest term, ilo-lowest term po natin. That's why we have as our y-intercept 16 over 3. Okay, now let's have, how are we going to rewrite slope-intercept form into standard form? Okay? Now, remember na kapag slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b yun, gagawin natin siya into standard form na dapat yung dalawang variable mo nasa left side ng equation. So, dapat yung x at y variable mo nasa left side ng equation. At yung constant, yung lahat ng constant mo dapat nasa right side. Okay? So, ito po ang goal natin. Dapat magkasama si x at y sa left side of the equation and then yung walang variable nasa right side of the equation. So, let's start. So, I have here in the form of slope-intercept form. So, gagawin natin siyang standard form. Okay? So, ito yung ating y, ito yung ating x, ito yung slope, ay yung constant natin. So, kagaya nito, dapat yung x at y mo magkasama sa left side. So, ito, si y lang ang nasa left side natin. So, anong gagawin natin? Anong kulang sa left side? Yung x. So, dapat itong 6x mo nasa left side din. Dapat itong constant mo lang ang nasa right side of the equation. So, therefore, dapat ito maalis natin dito. So, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, para maalis natin siya, gagamitin natin ang addition property of equality. So, para mawala ito dito kasi hindi siya dapat dito, dapat kapag naka-standard form, ito ay dito sa kabila. Okay? Dapat magkasama sila ni y at si constant lang ang maiiwan dito sa right side. Okay, so since we need to eliminate this, kailangan mawala ito. Kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, mag-a-add tayo ng negative 6x, ganun din sa kabila. Okay? So, makakancel na ngayon si 6x. Okay? Ano na lang naiwan? So, we now have negative 6x plus y equals 9. Okay, now, so, this is written in standard form. Dapat, ano nga sabi ko, as much as possible, dapat yung unahan natin ay positive. So, anong tinuro ko kanina? Saan natin siya i-multiply? We will multiply both sides by negative 1. So, i-multiply na lang natin both sides by negative 1. Okay? So, hindi natin i-eliminate. No need to eliminate na kailangan mag-1 to. Okay, na kapag slope-intercept form, ito yun, ito lang po yun, yung dapat 1 siya. Pero kapag standard form, it's okay kahit meron tayong value dyan na more than 1. Okay, kahit meron tayong value dito na more than 1. So, hindi natin kailangan i-cancel ito. Okay? So, our goal here is dapat lang maging positive. So, i-multiply lang natin siya by negative 1. So, negative 1 times negative 6, that will become 6x. And then negative 1 times y, that is negative y. And then 9 times negative 1, that is negative 9. Or simply, kapag nagmumultiply tayo dito ng negative 1, just change all the signs of your terms. So, magiging positive lang to, magiging negative, magiging negative. Okay, let's have another. So, I have here y equals negative 10x plus 15. So, again, we need to eliminate this here. Dapat mawala siya dito kasi dapat nasa left side rather. Nasa left side siya ng equation. So, para mawala ito, kanina, positive, nag-add tayo ng negative para makancel siya. Ngayon, since this is negative, ano ang i-add natin? Mag-a-add tayo ngayon ng positive. Okay? So, ang i-add natin ay depende ha. Dapat kasi opposite sign sila para makancel. Kagaya nito, positive, so ang in-add ko negative para makancel. Okay? Now, this one, since negative siya, ang in-add ko ay positive 10x. Positive 10x. Okay. So, makakancel na natin siya. And then, we will now have 10x plus y equals 15. Okay po? So, ito, is there a need na i-multiply pa natin siya by negative 1? Hindi na po. Bakit? Kasi it's already positive. So, hindi na po natin siya kailangan i-multiply by negative. So, kapag nakita, eto na, lumabas na yung ax mo, x at y na magkasama sa left side ng equation, and then yung constant mo na sa right side, okay na po ito. Okay, let's have another. So, I have here, ito dapat magkasama ulit. Nasa left side sila at yung constant nasa right side. So, we now have y equals 2/3 x plus 4/5. Okay. So, ano ang gagawin natin dito? We will have, okay. So, ito dapat ay mapunta sa left side. Okay. Ito lang dapat ang maiiwan sa right side natin. So, dapat magkasama sila sa left. So, uulit-ulitin ko yon na kapag standard form tayo, dapat x at y magkasama sa left side. Okay? So, i-rewrite muna natin. So, para maalis natin ito dito, since positive ito, anong idadagdag natin? Negative. So, mag-a-add tayo both sides ng negative 2/3. So, makakancel na siya. Okay, so we now have negative 2/3 x plus y equals 4/5. Okay, now, kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina dun sa pag-translate natin ng standard form to slope-intercept form, anong ginawa natin kapag may fraction siya? Kailangan i-multiply natin siya sa LCD. And what is the LCD? The LCD is 15. Okay. Bakit? What are the multiples of 3? Kung saan sila mag-meet? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Ito naman, 5, 10, 15. Kung saan sila nag-meet. Okay? So, 15 po ang LCD nila. Now, bakit hindi positive 15? Okay, very good. Kasi po, this is negative. 'Di ba sabi ko kapag ang unahan po natin ay negative, i-multiply dapat natin siya sa negative din. Okay, so para negative times negative, maging positive. Okay po. So, negative 15 na po ang gagamitin natin na LCD para mag-positive siya. So, negative 15 ang gagamitin natin on both sides of the equation. Now, let's solve. So, negative 15 divided by 3, that is negative 5, right? Now, negative 5 times negative 2, that is 10x. Copy your variable. Next, since wala tayong denominator dito, wala tayong i-divide. So, we will just simply multiply. Negative 15 times y, that is negative 15y. And then this one, negative 15 divided by 5, that is negative 3. So, negative 3 times 4, that is negative 12. Now, since nag-positive na tayo dito, this is our standard form. Okay? Let's have the next one. So, I have y equals negative 3/4 x plus 2/3. So, we need to eliminate this. Kailangan mawala ito. So, since negative ito, ano idadagdag natin? Okay? Mag-a-add tayo ng positive. Okay, so dito tayo magbibisa. Kapag positive, ang i-add natin negative. Kapag negative, ang i-add natin positive. Bakit? Kailangan kasi opposite sign sila para makancel. Okay, so nawala na siya. Ang magiging sagot na natin, our new equation is 3/4 x plus y equals 2/3. Okay, meron ulit tayong fraction. So, the LCD is, i-multiply natin siya by the LCD, which is 12. Okay, so bakit positive 12? Kasi positive na to. Kapag ang unahan mo ay positive, positive na rin. Sa positive na natin siya i-multiply. Kapag negative, sa negative natin siya i-multiply. Okay? So, ganun ulit. 12 divided by 4, that is 3. 3 times 3, that is 9x. And then next, wala tayong denominator, so wala tayong kailangan i-divide. Multiply na kagad. So, 12 times y, that is 12y. And then, 12 divide 3, this is 4. So, 4 times 2, that is equal to 8. So, we now have 9x plus 12y equals 8. And the last example, so, ganun ulit. I have here 1/6 y equals 2/3 x plus 5/9. So, ito ulit. Alisin natin to dito. So, since positive siya, ang i-add natin ay negative 2/3. Okay, so makakancel na siya. So, we now have negative 2/3 x plus 1/6y equals 5/9. So, now, since negative ulit ang unahan natin, dapat i-multiply natin siya by negative. Negative what? Ano yung number? So, dapat negative by the LCD. What is the LCD of 3, 6, and 9? Okay, the LCD is 18. So, i-multiply natin siya by 18. But since negative yung unahan natin, so negative 18 tayo. Okay, so ganun palagi. Kapag negative, sa negative mo siya i-multiply to make this positive. So, negative 18 divided by 3. So, this is negative 6. So, negative 6 times negative 2, that is negative 6 times negative 2, that is 12x. Copy your variable. Next, negative 18 divided by 6, this is negative 3. So, negative 3 times 1, that is negative 3y equals Dito naman tayo, negative 18 divided by 9. This is negative 2. So, negative 2 times 5, that is negative 10. So, therefore, the standard form of the given slope-intercept form is 12x minus 3y equals negative 10. So, kapag may fraction tayo, always multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell para updated kayo for more video tutorials. This is your guide in learning your math lessons, your Wow Math channel.